we fully embrace. We have and had an AI summit, and we do that on a quarterly basis now, where we send a very clear message to the organization. We're embracing AI as an org, right? Nobody is ever going to get penalized for using AI tools at Cotopaxi. Um, and and we need to figure this out ourselves, or else we will be beholden and dependent on service providers and consultants for the rest of our existence, right? So we need to build that capability in-house. At the same time, I don't think that we can introduce AI prescriptively tops down. I think there needs to be a strong component of the respective teams telling us and experimenting with AI and telling us what the opportunities are. And then we can double down with, a project to implement, right? But I currently don't believe in picking a provider and saying, okay, we're going to go with X and that will be our AI stack. And that's what we're going to roll out through the organization, right? Because things are moving so quickly. It's very unclear what exactly the opportunities are. And so yeah, I think our take is experiment, 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 right? Embrace it, use it, and then tell us how you found it, valuable. And there are certain areas that we have introduced AI, customer experience, and support that's been really successful. I think it's the first time that the bots that we're deploying there, they actually work, right? They actually uplift and create a great experience, as opposed to in the past, right? When I realized that I was talking to I realized immediately that I wasn't talking to a human being, right? That's different now, right? And then, I immediately X'd out of it. And I think a lot of consumers were like that, right? Like, hey, get me to an agent. I don't want to deal with this stupidity. That's different, right? These tools today, they really do provide great and good experiences and answer, the questions that customers have. I think there's an opportunity on the marketing campaign side, although we're cautious there, right? In terms of, hey, creativity, right? Driven by AI. We're cautious there because I think there are some ethical question marks, right, in terms of appropriation of artwork. We do not want the Cotopaxi brand experience to be AI generated, right? There's an authenticity question here, right? That we as a brand want to continue to own, and so there is supporting creative processes, yes. Replacing creative processes, no. And then obviously there's a larger, going back to sustainability, which our team rightfully, right, raised the flag. Hey, how about energy consumption, right, of these like massive data centers? Like, what's our stance and our take on that, right? And so there's some just like genuine question mark, right, that the team has brought up, that we need to maneuver and find a stance on. And then obviously there's like individual productivity, right? Like how can we make, and there's ample studies at this point showing that, right? There's this pure exposure to these Gen AI capabilities and tools lifts the average productivity, right, of a knowledge worker by up to 40%. And so we believe in all that, right? We embrace all that. And we have not made a choice, right, with regard to like one specific provider, but we're letting the team experiment at this point.